Hello, and welcome to my lesson on Hokage's funeral, also known as Grief and Sorrow. This is an arrangement by a YouTuber named Old White Man. The tuning is in drop D, which basically means your thickest string, this bass E string, you tune it down to a D. Okay, so the tuning is drop D. There's also some techniques in this song that, if you need help with, I'm going to have lessons linked in the description that explain it a little more, although I do try to explain them a little bit myself as well. Right, so there's going to be finger rolls used in this lesson, and also some harmonics, natural and artificial harmonics. Okay, so onto the lesson. Okay, you start by barring the first 3 strings of the 5th fret with your index finger. Then you do a finger roll on the 5th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. Then on the 7th fret of the 5th string with your ring finger, hit that note. 7th fret of the 4th string with your pinky. Then hit the open 2nd string, right? So you can take the bar off, but you can keep your index finger fretting down on the 3rd string. So hit the open 2nd string. Then hit the 3rd string. Alright, so what we have so far is this. Okay, after that, on the 7th fret of the 1st string with your pinky. Then 5th fret, 1st string, pinky. Now, after you hit that note, you hammer on to the 3rd fret of the 1st string with your index finger while making a bar. Okay, so it sounds like this. And when you make this bar, it only needs to be covering the first 5 strings. Okay, so like this. Okay, so we're on the 2nd measure now. You leave your bar where it is, and then you make this shape. So what this shape is on the 5th fret of the 4th string with your middle finger, 5th fret, 3rd string, ring finger, and 5th fret, 2nd string, pinky. Do a finger roll on the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Okay, then hit the 4th string, hit the 3rd string, lift off your pinky and hit the 2nd string. Put your pinky back down and hit the 2nd string, hit the 3rd string, and hit the 1st string. Alright, so we have this. Alright, now we're on the 3rd measure. Now you make this shape. What this is on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, middle finger, 3rd fret, 4th string, ring finger, and 3rd fret, 2nd string, pinky. Do a finger roll on the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Alright, then you hit the open 5th string. And lift off your ring finger and hit the open 4th string. Then 2nd fret, 4th string, index finger. 3rd fret, 4th string, ring finger. Then 1st fret, 2nd string, index finger. 3rd fret, 2nd string with your pinky. Okay, then lift off your pinky and hit the 2nd string. Okay, so all together for measure 3, we should have this. Alright, now we're on to measure 4. So you're going to make this shape. You leave your index finger and middle finger where they are. Okay, so just leave them planted here. Then on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, you put your ring finger there. And on the 3rd fret of the 4th string with your pinky, right? So you have this shape now. you hit the 6th, 4th, and 3rd strings at the same time. Alright, so then you hit the 2nd string. Okay. So right after that, move your middle finger to the 5th fret of the 6th string, and then you hit the 6th, 4th, and 2nd strings together at the same time. Then hit the open 3rd string. Alright? So, taking it back to the beginning of measure 3, slowly, together we have this. Okay, so when we look at the tabs. Okay, so now we're on measure 5. Right after you do that, measure 5 is the same as measure 1, so you just come back to this, just as we did in measure 1. Right? Okay, now we're on measure 6, so you just make the same shape that we had in the second measure, which was this bar shape. Right? Do the same finger roll as we had before. Hit the 4th string, hit the 3rd string, lift off your pinky and hit the 2nd string, put your pinky back down and hit the 2nd string, hit the 2nd string again, and then hit the 1st string. Alright, so it sounds like this. So really similar to measure 2, just a very small difference there. Alright, so on the next measure, familiar shape, right? So 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger, 3rd fret, 4th string, ring finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, pinky. So we've made the shape before, so we have the shape again. Do a finger roll on the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Then hit the open 5th string. Lift off your ring finger and hit the open 4th string. 2nd fret of the 4th string with your index finger, hit that note. 3rd fret, 4th string, ring finger. Then hit the 3rd string. 1st fret, 2nd string, index finger. 3rd fret, 2nd string, pinky. And lift off your pinky and hit the 2nd string. Right, so really similar to what we had before, just a really small difference. So, slowly. Alright, now we move on to making this shape. So what you do here is you bar on the 2nd fret with your index finger. You can just bar up to the first 5 strings. And then on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, put your middle finger there, so you have this shape. Do a finger roll on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. Then hit the open 5th string. Then on the 5th fret of the 6th string, with your middle finger, hit that note. Right, so we have this, slowly. Okay, let me look at the tabs. Alright, so okay, right after that, you quickly make this shape. Alright, so what this shape is on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string with your index finger, 3rd fret, 6th string, middle finger, 3rd fret, 5th string, ring finger, and 3rd fret, 4th string, pinky. Okay, once you have this shape, hit the 6th string, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, and 5th strings. Okay, so slowly. Okay, after you're done with that sequence of notes, hit both the 4th and 3rd strings together at the same time. Then hit the 5th string. Okay, so slowly from the beginning of this measure, you have this. Okay, again. Okay, so right after that, you're going to come to this shape. Alright, so what this shape is, on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, index finger, 5th fret, 6th string, with your pinky, so you got this shape, right? So when you have this shape, you do a finger roll on the 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. Okay, so 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd, finger roll. Alright, then you hit the 5th, 4th, and 5th strings. Okay, so 5th, 4th, and 5th. Alright, so slowly we have this. Okay, now you move your index finger and pinky down 1 string. Alright, so down 1 string, down 1 string. Now with this shape, you hit both the 5th and 4th strings together. Alright, now you just move your index finger up 1 string to the 5th string. Alright, and now you do a finger roll on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. Alright, so let's do that from the beginning of that measure. Alright, so you have this. Alright, then move fingers down a string. Then your index finger goes up 1 string. Finger roll. Alright, so that's what we have so far. Now right after that, you make this shape, which is, if you can see it. Okay, so you have A minor. So what this is on the 1st fret of the 2nd string with your index finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, middle finger, and 2nd fret, 3rd string, ring finger. Okay, so A minor. Now when you have this shape on, you strum down on the first 5 strings. Alright. After that strum, hit the 4th string, 3rd string, then you lift off your index finger, okay, and then you hit the open 2nd string. And put your index finger back down where it was, and then you hit the 2nd string again. Then hit the open 1st string. Then, on the 5th fret of the 1st string, with your index finger, you hit that note. Now if you want to make the transition easier, you can have a bar here if you want to, and then hit the 1st string like this, instead of with the tip of your finger. It's up to you. So, okay, back to the beginning of that measure. So you had the A minor shape, so slowly. Alright, so after that, what you do now is you bar the first 5 strings of the 7th fret with your index finger, like this. Alright, now you hit both the 5th and 1st strings together. Then on the 8th fret of the 1st string with your middle finger. Now lift off your middle finger and put your ring finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string. Alright, so now you hit both the 4th and 1st strings together. Alright, So let's just go slowly. So what we had was this. Right? So now what you do is on the 10th fret of the 2nd string with your pinky, hit that note. Now right after that you quickly come back to this A minor shape. Okay? So when you're on this shape, hit both the 3rd and 1st strings together. Then hit the 2nd string. Now lift off your index finger and hit both the 4th and 2nd strings together. Then hit the 3rd string. Alright, so slowly. Quickly come back to this shape. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Okay, so measures 13 and 14 are the same as measures 9 and 10. So I'm just going to play through it slowly because we already know how to do it. I quickly come to this shape. Right? So now after you do that, you hit the open 3rd string. Alright, now you make this shape. Okay, so what this is on the 4th fret of the 4th string with your index finger, 5th fret of the 5th string with your middle finger. Okay, now when you have this shape, you hit the open 6th string, hit the 5th string, 4th string, then on the 7th fret of the 6th string, your pinky, hit that note. Then you hit the 5th string, and hit the 4th string. Alright, just so no one's confused, this is how it sounds all together. Alright, so after you're done that, what you do now is you bar the 2nd fret with your index finger, okay? Then you hit both the 6th and 3rd strings together, okay? Then you hit the 5th string, 4th string, and 5th string, okay? So after you do that, you make this shape. So this shape is basically the same shape that you've made before, except it was here, but now it's moved down a fret. So yeah, basically this shape is on the 1st fret with the 3rd string with your index finger, 2nd fret, 6th string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 5th string, ring finger, and 2nd fret, 4th string, pinky. Okay, and you have this shape. Hit both the 6th and 3rd strings together. Then hit the 5th string, 4th string, and hit the 3rd string. Okay, so slowly we have this from the beginning of that measure. So after that, what you do now is you do an artificial harmonic on the 12th fret of the first string over here. Right, so instead of doing the harmonic normally, like that, now you just do it artificially. You can do it with either finger. Like, there's many ways to do it, but I just prefer to do it by hitting the string with my middle finger and I use my index finger to lean against the fret. So you can do it any way you want. If you don't know how to do an artificial harmonic, there's going to be a lesson I'll link in the description that'll explain it for you instead of me explaining it. But to give you a quick rundown of how to do it, you basically just gently lean your finger on the fret. Now you're not pressing down on it, you're just leaning against it, and then you hit the string. Well, I hit the string with my middle finger in this case. Right, so that's how you do it. But yeah, once again, there'll be a video in the description with a lesson that explains it more clearly if you need help on that. Okay, so moving on. So after you do that harmonic, right, after that you come back to this A minor shape. Now, when you have this A minor shape on, you hit the 5th and 3rd strings together, then hit the 4th string. Now hit both the 2nd and 1st strings together. Alright, so okay, after that, hit the 4th string, 5th string, 4th string, and 3rd string. Okay, now on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string with your pinky, okay, hit that note. Then you lift off your pinky, and you hit the 2nd string. Alright, so slowly, it sounds like this. Okay, again. Okay, so right after that, what you do is you're going to leave your index finger where it is. Alright? And on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, put your middle finger there. So 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger. And on the 3rd fret of the 6th string with your ring finger. And on the 3rd fret of the 4th string with your pinky. Okay, so you have this right now. Okay, so with this shape on, what you do now is hit both the 6th and 3rd strings together, then hit the 4th string, then hit both the 2nd and 1st strings together, this. Alright, so slowly we have this. Alright, now you hit the 4th string, 6th string, 4th string, 3rd string, then on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string with your pinky, hit that note, then hit the open 1st string. Okay, so slowly, from the beginning of that measure, we have this. Okay, so right after that, you quickly make this D major shape. Alright, so I think everyone knows how to play a D major, so this is basically the shape, right? So once you have this shape on, do a finger roll on the 4th, 2nd, and 1st strings. Now you can also just do the finger roll on the first 4 strings if you want. Doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. Alright, so you do that finger roll. Then you hit the 3rd string. Hit the 2nd string. Then on the 8th fret of the 1st string, okay, so 8th fret 1st string, with your pinky, hit that note. 7th fret 1st string, pinky. Alright, now you make this shape. Alright, so what this shape is, on the 5th fret of the 1st string with your index finger, on the 7th fret of the 3rd string with your ring finger, and on the 7th fret of the 2nd string with your pinky. Alright, so you have this shape right now. Do a finger roll on the first 4 strings. Then you hit the 3rd string, hit the 2nd string. Then on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, with your index finger, hit that note. 5th fret 1st string with your pinky. Alright, so from the beginning of that measure, slowly, we have this. Okay, so right after that, you come to this shape, so 1st fret, 1st fret, 2nd string, index finger, and 2nd fret of the 4th string with your middle finger, and 3rd fret of the 1st string with your pinky. So you have this shape, right? Oh, can you see it? You have this shape. Now, what you do here is you hit the first 4 strings at the same time. Alright, so after that, you're going to leave your index finger where it is, and then on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string with your middle finger, that there, and then on the 3rd fret of the 5th string with your ring finger, and on the 3rd fret of the 4th string with your pinky. So you have this shape now. You're going to hit the 5th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings at the same time. Okay? Now, all you do now is you move this exact same shape over 2 frets. Alright? So once you move it over, you hit the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings at the same time. Alright, now you just move your ring finger and your pinky over to the 2nd fret. So basically this is E minor, but you do it this way if you want to make the transition easier, or you can just straight up just do it E minor the normal way. But yeah, once you have this, you hit the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings at the same time. Okay, so slowly, from the beginning of that measure, we have is this. Right? To be honest, it doesn't really matter what strings you're hitting here. Like, to show you what I mean. So like here, we're hitting 4 strings. I mean, you could just hit 3 strings if you wanted to, right? It doesn't really matter, and when you come to this shape, you hit these strings. But you could also just hit the, you can hit the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings as well, instead if you want to. Right? You could do that, instead of what the tabs are saying, which is this. Right? It just gives a different flavor, but it's up to you. So yeah, let's just go and do that slowly again from the beginning of that measure. So I'll just do it the way the tabs are saying, but I guess my point is basically you can do it any way you want as long as you like how it sounds. Alright, so doing is this. Alright, so once you do that, what you do now is you repeat measures 18 through 21. Alright, so I'll just do that right now. So you come back to the same minor shape. Okay, so once you do that, you repeat measures 18 through 20 this time. Right, so we just played 18 through 21, but now we're going to do 18 through 20. Alright, so I'll do it again slowly. Okay, so we just came up to measure 20. We finished measure 20. So after you do that, we're on measure 22 now. Alright. So what you do now is you make this shape. So on the first fret of the second string with your index finger. Alright. Then on the second fret of the third string with your middle finger. Third fret, fifth string, ring finger. Third fret, fourth string, pinky. Alright, so it's kind of like a shape that we just did earlier. Now you're going to have this shape. Then you hit the fifth, third, second, and first strings together. Alright, then you come to this shape. Alright, what this is on the second fret of the fifth string with your index finger, and on the third fret of the first string with your pinky. You hit the fifth, third, second, and first strings together. Alright, then you come to this shape, which is on the fifth fret of the third string, middle finger, fifth fret, second string, ring finger, and fifth fret, first string, pinky. Now you do a finger roll on the fifth, third, second, and first strings. Okay, so what do we have right now? We have this so far. Let's see, this shape. So we just did this. Okay, so right after that finger roll, what you do is on the second fret of the sixth string, index finger, at that note. Open fifth string, then on the second fret of the fifth string with your index finger. Alright, then third fret, fifth string, index finger, open fifth string, third fret, sixth string, index finger, second fret, sixth string, index finger. Okay, so just a note about that, after you do that finger roll, now the way Old White Man does it is he leaves his fingers planted where they are here, alright, because he wants the notes to ring out after you do that finger roll, and then he uses his index finger while keeping these fingers planted to hit those other notes, okay? Now that's actually really difficult to do if you either have really small hands or if your flexibility is low. And so I personally find it really hard to do, right? So, you know, and give it a try. It's like... it's not easy, but a little tip, I guess, if you want to make it easier, is if you hold the guitar in like a classical way and just angling it up, it makes it much easier to do. Okay, so can't really get this on the camera that well, but you just have to believe me. Alright, so right, so it's much easier to do, and it's not even inclined that much. I'm just trying to get it in the frame of the camera, but the higher you go, the easier it becomes to do this little stretch that he's doing here. But so it's like this. Right, so if you want to do that, you can, maybe that would help you. But to be completely honest, it's fine to just play it like this. And just right. I mean, the notes don't really ring out as well because, you know, once you take it off, they don't ring that well. But that's fine too. That's just the way I play it because it's just easier. Okay, so what we have is this. Okay, so basically what happens now is you come back right to the beginning of the song, and then you do everything again that we just learned, right? So you literally go back to the beginning, play everything again, and then you get back to this point where you just did this again, all the way back to this, or here again, right? After playing the song through for the second time. So after you come back to this, what you do now is you're going to end the song now, right? You make this A minor shape. Okay, so you have this A minor shape. You hit the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string. Alright, now on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, use your middle finger and hit that note. You can add some vibrato if you want to, by just wiggling your finger around, or just do it however you want. This is what Old White Man does. Then 7th fret of the 1st string with your index finger, vibrato. Then come back to this 8th fret, 2nd string, middle finger, vibrato. Okay, now you do a harmonic on the 7th fret on both the 5th and 4th strings. Right? So let's just go back. So we have this slowly. Okay, so that harmonic, it's not artificial, it's the natural harmonic. So if you need help on that, once again, there'll be like a video in the description that helps explain it. But yeah, just to talk about it again, the way I do it is I just like gently lean my index finger on the strings. In this case on the 5th and 4th strings, I'm just gently leaning against it, not pressing down, just leaning against it. Then I just hit the 5th and 4th strings. But after I hit those strings, I take my finger off to let the notes ring louder, right? So okay, so I hope that makes sense. And yeah, that's the end of the song. Alright, and that concludes this lesson. I really hope I was able to help you learn how to play this song. If I was, and if you found this lesson useful, please consider subscribing and clicking the like button. It would really mean a lot to me, and it would keep me motivated to keep making more videos. Okay, so catch you guys later.